be discussing on what? On mathematical induction. Several students have been asking that how am I going to solve any question related to mathematical induction? Actually, this is an example on it. Proved by what? Proved by mathematical induction that if n is a positive integer, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus until you get to 2n minus 1 is equal to what? Is equal to n raised to the power of 2. Actually, in mathematical induction, we only have what? 3 steps. Step 1. Your step 1. State that what? Prove that what? That the statement n equal to 1 is what? Is true. That's our first step. Our step 2 is what? Assume that the what? The statement n, that the statement n equal to what? K. Why our last step is what? Step 3. That is, this step 3 is very easy. Is what? Prove that the statement n equal to what? K plus 1 is also true. That is it. We'll be using these 3 steps and what? To prove mathematical induction. Any question under this mathematical induction. Step 1 says what? Prove that the statement n equal to 1 is true. Assume that the statement n equal to k is what? Is true. And the last one is what? Prove that the statement n equal to what? K plus 1 is also true. Can you see it? Now, it's very simple. Now, let's move. Solution. Now, what's our equation? Our equation is what? 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus, to be continued, plus into the bracket of 2n minus 1 equal to what? N squared. Equation what? Equation 1. Now, our first step in what? In mathematical induction is that what? Step 1. Our step 1 states that what? That prove that the statement n equal to 1 is what? Is true. Now, I'm going to consider this part only. This is my equation 1, which is what? 2n minus 1 equal to what? N squared. That is, whenever I see n, I'm going to put what? 1. I have what? 2 into the bracket of 1 minus 1 equal to what? 1 squared. That is 2 times 1 is 2. I have 2 minus 1 equal to what? 1. So I have what? 2 minus 1 is what? 1 equal to what? 1. Therefore, my left hand side equal to what? My right hand side. This is the first one. This is the first step. Now, let's move to what? To step 2. Are you happy? Yeah. Now, step what? Step 2. Step 2 states that what? Assume that the statement n equal to k is what? Is true. Now, whenever I find n in my equation 1, I'm going to substitute by what? By k. So what do we have in our equation 1? We have 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus, to be continued, plus into the bracket of what? 2. Instead of writing n now, I will write what? K minus 1 equal to what? K squared. That is it. Now, my step 3. What does my step 3 say? It says what? Prove that the what? The statement n is equal to what? K plus 1 is what? Is also also what? Also true. This is it now. Actually, now in this step, some lecturer to consider what? To consider the left hand side, what some consider what? The right hand side. Now I'm going to consider what? The right hand side. Now consider what? Consider the what? The right hand side. And what is our right hand side of the equation is what? N squared. From the equation is what? N squared. Now instead of writing n squared, I'm going to have what? K plus 1 because my n is seen as what? K plus 1. Now I'm going to have what? K plus 1 squared. With same thing as what? K plus 1. K plus 1. If I should expand this, I'm going to have what? K times this is same thing as what? K squared plus what? K plus 1. Which is same thing as what? K squared plus 2k plus 1. Then you factorize it back. By factorizing this back, I'm going to have what? K plus 1. K plus 1. Which is same thing as what? K plus 1 or squared. Because my k plus 1 is same as what? Is same as n. So my k plus 1 into the bracket of k plus 1 squared is same as what? Is same thing as what? Because my k plus 1 is equal to what? N. So k plus 1 or what squared is same as what? N squared. So finally, we have already what? We have already proved by what? By mathematical induction. Thanks for watching Rock Math class.